everyone, welcome to my presentation. My name is Charleen, and today I'm going to give you an overview of what's like working in an animation visual effects studio and what I've learned from my transition from being a student to working in the industry. So I'm going to start off with a little background on me, and then we can take a look at what a typical studio is like, and particularly the ones I've worked at. What experience was like during the search for my first job, some qualities I think are important to have when working in the industry, and finally some tips that I want to share with you that have helped me build resilience. So I am an IMD grad from the class of 2018. I have over 5 years of experience working in an animation and visual effects industry. I'm now working as a software engineer for Sony Pictures Imageworks in Vancouver. I've worked on feature films such as DC League of Super Pets, Hotel Transformania, and the Academy Award-nominated feature film Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. What was it like after graduation? It was great because I've just reached a milestone in my life, but it was also terrifying because for the first time in 16 years, I won't be a student anymore. Up until then, all I had to do was to focus on assignments and exam, not that my GPA was outstanding or anything. And I'm sure some of you are feeling the same thing too, and I assure you that you will be fine. I did not get a single offer until a year later. During that time, I've applied to all the roles areas, even ones that I knew I probably wouldn't enjoy, because there was financial stress and people I know all have landed a full-time job already. There were times I questioned whether I should give up and pursue a different career path, and spoiler alert, I didn't, and I'm so glad and so thankful that my younger self for not giving up. During the process, I went through the excitement of getting in-studio interview invites to devastating emails of rejections. It was a roller coaster of emotions. Now, thinking back on it, it was my canon event. It was the constant failure and me getting back up that I went through that made me so grateful when I got the call from Animal Logic that I got a 3-month internship. It was when my mindset changed. I promised that I would never take any opportunity for granted and always give it my best shot. Animal Logic was the first studio I've worked at. I was a technical operation intern for 3 months and then got hired on Super Pets as a technical animator, where I assisted animators and technical directors, which in the industry we also call them TDs, with troubleshooting technical issues that arise on the show. Animal Logic is an Australian animation and visual effects company and is now a part of Netflix Animation. It has 2 locations, one in Sydney, Australia, and another one in Vancouver, Canada, which is where I have worked. After a year and a half, I started as an animation TD, and now I am a software engineer at Sony Pictures Imageworks, where I've worked on Hotel Transformania, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Imageworks has 3 locations. The main one is in Vancouver, and we also have 2 other locations in Montreal and another one in Culver City, which is in LA. So let's briefly go over what the animation visual effects production pipeline is like. To start off, we have pre-production. This is where the stories are created, the storyboards are drawn, characters are designed, and all that. Basically, it's the planning phase. And then we have production. This is where artists, we start to put together like the scene, put where the cameras should go to, and then characters are modeled, rigged, and animators start animating, all that. And then finally, we have post-production. This is where put together everything that was done in production and basically finalize the movie. And now let's look at the roles in animation and visual effects studio. I say typically a studio is made out of 2 divisions. We have the production crew and the facility crew. The production crew are contracted to specific projects, so they're show-based, whereas facility crews, they have to assist on all projects. So let's take a look at production roles first. From the previous slides, you see there are like different departments like layout, animation, lighting, all that. In each department, there are artists assigned to work on shots, and there are also TDs who will assist the artists by troubleshooting any technical issues that the artists face in their shots, such as application crashes and things like that, or objects not showing up in the renders. And in each department, there are also production staffs who keep the shots flowing and monitors the progress of the show. In addition, we have production assistants, visual effects supervisor, digital producers. Yeah. And moving on to facility roles, we have accountants, HRs, systems, R&Ds. They all support everyone in the company. I am on the R&D team where I develop tools, support our animators with custom softwares and workflows that assist them. And now let's talk about the 3 qualities that I think are important to develop in order to succeed in the industry. Learning doesn't stop after you graduate because you'll still be learning new things at your job, for sure. In fact, there won't be a syllabus and you'll have to find things to learn on your own. You have to be open-minded to new ideas and to stay on top of new technologies. The second quality is to be proactive because no one's going to hand deliver a job or promotion to you. You have to put yourself out there and to seek opportunities for yourself. If you want to work on a specific project or to cross-train for a different role, you have to speak up. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you want something, you have to put yourself out there. This is one of my favorite quotes, so I thought I would just share with you all. The third quality to have is resilience. When you're trying to do new things, rejections, failures, and disappointments are inevitable. This is a good thing because you know you are doing something challenging and it will make you better. The important thing is to look past those setbacks and don't let those discourage you. So what I've learned over the years in the industry is you have to be resilient. You will face countless of challenges and setbacks that will make you question whether you made the right choice or not. That's why in the next few slides, I'll be going over resilience and giving you some tips on how you can build resilience to overcome any challenges. Here are the 3 tips on how to build resilience. First, you need to make sure you have a positive mindset because you can't expect to win a battle if you walk in thinking you're going to lose. Next is goal setting. Setting good goals will help you stay focused and motivated. It will also help you monitor your own mental health, which is very important. The third one is to take care of yourself. Make sure you prioritize your own health. To be resilient, you have to be mentally and emotionally strong. So how do you develop a positive mindset when you're stressed and everything feels like it's against you? Well, it's much easier to stay positive if you do what's meaningful to you and if you like what you do. So take a moment and think about what is it that you care about. Next is to focus on things that you can do rather than what you have no control over. Because it's unproductive to dwell over things that you have no control over, such as rejections, the job market. None of that will change anything. What will be productive is to put that focus on things that you can do to put yourself in a better position next time so that you have more chance of succeeding. Take ownership of both the positive and negative outcome. By taking ownership of your outcome, you put yourself in the driver's seat. You will feel more in control in your life and you'll be able to take steps to improve your situation. If you need help, ask, because that's the only way to get better. It's okay to ask for help. During my internship at Animalogic, one of my mentors said this to me and it has stuck with me since. And it has helped me a lot with my imposter syndrome. It's okay to not know something. Nobody knows everything. You just have to have the courage and humility to ask for help and be open to learn. Practice gratitude. When I face setbacks and feel like the whole world is against me, I'll remind myself of all the people that helped me to get me where I am today and to be thankful for the good things in my life. Keep an achievement journal. So whenever I need motivation, I look back on my past setbacks and think how I overcame it. The more challenges you face and overcome, the more resilient you'll be, because you'll soon realize it's just another challenge. You have overcome so many challenges in the past, it will be no different with the current one. To be resilient, you have to first know your strengths and weaknesses. You have to know your limits too, and make sure you don't push yourself over it. Setting good realistic goals will help you monitor your own progress and help you stay focused and motivated. Set long-term and short-term goals. Long-term goals will give you a purpose and a direction for what it is that you want to achieve. Short-term goals break those down into small achievable steps which will motivate you to keep going. Celebrate small wins. Celebrating your achievements can help you boost your mood and confidence. You need to have enough confidence in your own ability to be resilient. Practice self-awareness. Even if you don't reach your goals, don't give up. Like everything, goal setting takes practice. reflect on what happened and what adjustments you can make to change that. Things always go well, you never learn anything. Failures and setbacks are where the true learning comes from. This is a quote from one of my mentors, and it's great. I love it. Last but not least, listen to your own body. This is very important. So it's good to be driven, but you can't ignore your own health. Nonetheless, you can't perform at your best if you're not feeling well or are burning out. There are 3 pillars that I personally used when it comes to monitoring and evaluating my own state of mind. And with each, I found different ways to recharge. You have to find your own ways to recharge that work for you. The first one is passion. Passion refers to knowing what your why is. This is reference to the book called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Next, we have mind. Mind refers to your mental health. Can I still focus on a task? Am I feeling more anxious lately? For me, having a walk in a rainforest helps. Finally, we have the body. This refers to your physical health. How have you been feeling physically? Any body aches? Are you eating enough? Sleeping enough? You can't really focus if you're having a back pain, right? So to recharge, for me, I would just go to the gym to stretch, and yeah. And this concludes my presentation. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll find this useful, and good luck to you all. And here's my LinkedIn. Let's connect and let's stay in touch.